I couldn't tell if it was purely psychological or if Marcellus's hands actually worked some kind of magic. Regardless, the pain in my chest had vanished completely. My heart finally settled. Since I'd already taken the day off, I decided against going into the office. I figured I'd spend the afternoon shopping and getting pampered, then hit a high-end lounge that night. One phone call later, and Amelia was on board. Amelia, my trust fund bestie, lived for the scene. If there was a plan on the table, she never turned it down. However, she shot down my suggestion to go to the lounge. Her reason was short and brutal. There was an exclusive luxury car expo at the plaza, and word was they'd hired a fleet of jaw-dropping male models to stand by the vehicles. Naturally, I was sold. Men, models, cars. Who could say no to that? We made a plan. Shopping, a spa day, and then showing up at the plaza looking like $1 million to ogle the eye candy. The afternoon flew by in a blur of retail therapy and bliss. By the time we'd slipped into our new cocktail dresses and emerged from our treatments, we headed to the plaza glowing. But the first thing I saw in the sea of people wasn't a model. It was Marcellus Burns. What kind of twisted luck was this? Why did I keep running into him? Seeing his face across the crowd, my gut screamed at me to bolt. "Emilia!" I hissed, tugging at her wrist. "Let's just go!" She shoved my hand away, her eyes locked on a specific car. "Don't be a party pooper. I just spotted something worth keeping." I assumed the little heiress had fallen for a luxury car. It made sense the expo was geared toward high-net-worth individuals, which explained the abundance of long-legged male models hanging around to drive up interest. But I had underestimated her. I hadn't expected her target to be neither a sports car nor a model. But Marcellus himself. I trailed behind, watching in horror as she sauntered up to him. She leaned against the car door, looking every bit the provocateur. Looking to buy handsome? She was practically purring, oozing that signature high society confidence that usually had men tripping over themselves. Emilia was stunning porcelain skin, a killer body, and the effortless spoiled charm of a girl who'd had the world at her feet. She was a heartbreaker by trade. But that beauty, which had never failed her before, seemed to bounce right off Marcellus. He glanced at her, his expression cold and indifferent, just browsing. Without another word, he turned his back on her and started to walk away. He pivoted right into me. Marcellus froze, a flicker of amusement sparking in his eyes. "What a coincidence," he drawled, his voice dropping low. "How are you feeling, Mackenzie?" I offered a weak, awkward smile, trying to stammer out a greeting, but he only hooked his lips into a wicked grin and twisted the knife. "Is your chest still hurting?"